Hi everyone, here we are at Geode Yoga Fitness, and this is one of my teachers in training, Betty. She's also a nurse practitioner, and she's been working very hard for the safety of all of us. So we're going to take you through a flow today. So Betty and everyone out there, just come to bring your big toes to touch and a space between your heels, and let's just stand at attention, samasti tahi, and fire in your thighs. So anchor your tailbone down. Let's just feel support with the earth. So if you want to spread your toes a little wider, lift your chest, so big open hearts, and bring our hands to touch at heart center. So just close your eyes and let's just begin to focus on pranayama, breath. So take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Take another deep inhale through your nose. Really deep, fill the low belly, fill. Open mouth, exhale it out. Empty all the way in the low belly, get all the stale air out, good. Take another deep inhale through your nose. This time seal your lips and begin to cultivate, as you exhale, the Ujjayi breath. So restrict the flow with the back of your throat. Make that oceanic sound and just begin to calm the nervous system. Take another deep inhale, feeling supported by the earth in this beautiful, beautiful spring day at the dome. So I just invite you to, in this time, be transparent. So expand your capacity of what is, what we can control, and what is out of our control. So like take another deep inhale through your nose. And let's just send that out to the universe with an open mouth exhale. Begin to flutter your eyes open. And let's begin with mountain pose with lifted arms. So arms overhead. Really lift through your heart, draw your belly in, anchor down that tailbone, and then relax your shoulders. So rotate your elbows in slightly. Take a breath in. Exhale, back bend. Begin to press your hips forward as you goalpost your arms, lifting your chest and your chin. Now relax your glutes. Maybe even bend your knees a little bit. Take the weight out of your neck. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, standing forward fold. Bring your hands through heart center. Bend your knees, bend at the waist. Release your fingers to the mat. And just begin to pedal out your feet. If you want to take ragdoll pose, feel free to do that. And whatever expectation you had for today, for yourself, or any expectations you put on anyone else, just begin to let that go. Inhale, let's halfway lift. So bring your palms to your thighs, make it a high halfway lift. So really reach the crown of your head forward. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and really push through your back. You may even want to bend your knees a little bit, really flat back. Good job. Take a breath in. Exhale, squat and curl. Come up on your toes, tuck your chin. If you have to leave your fingers on the mat, that's fine, but just become a tiny ball. Squeeze everything in tightly, make your belly light. Inhale, let's bring our heels to the mat, root to rise, come all the way back up to mountain pose. Interlace your fingers, find a steeple grip. Inhale, lengthen through your torso. Exhale, standing half moon to the right as you press your hips to the left. Now, if it's available, take a gaze up and under your left arm. So energetically press your fingers to the back of the room. In our case, it's to the front of the dome. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, standing half moon to the left, pushing your hips to the right. And again, if it's available, begin to look up and under your right arm by pushing your fingers towards the back of the room. Inhale, come back to center. Let's flow one breath to one movement. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, standing forward fold. Bring your hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, high halfway lift, press. Exhale, squat and curl. Come up on your toes, really tuck your chin. Squeeze everything in tightly. The tiniest version of yourself. Bellies to the spine. Inhale, release your heels. Come all the way back up to mountain pose. Interlace your fingers. Find that steeple grip one more time for a longer static hold. Inhale, lengthen through your torso. Exhale, standing half moon to the right as you press your hips to the left. Again, take that gaze up and under your left arm if you can. Maybe even press through your left foot a little bit. Bend your right knee slightly. It gives you a little more stretch on the left side. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen, get tall. Exhale, standing half moon to the left, gazing up and under, pushing through that right foot, opening your heart just a little bit more. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Now let's maintain that steeple grip and let's just draw a line on whatever ceiling you're looking at. Press your hips forward, back bend. Relax those glutes, try to take the weight out of your back. Relax your shoulders, no much tension on your neck. Inhale, slowly come back to stand, get tall. And then exhale, maintain that position as you fold forward, bend your knees, and just use the count of 4. Strengthen your feet and come all the way down. And then release your fingers to the mat. Bend your knees so much that your chest is relaxing on your thighs. Get ready for a long forward fold. And then for Padahastasana pose, let's scoop up our heels. So wrap your forearms behind your calves and you're pointing your fingers towards your toes. So you're basically standing, your heels are on your fingers. Look between your legs and then inhale, lift your hips towards the ceiling. So begin to straighten out those legs as much as possible. So you should feel a sensation in the glute and hamstring tie-in, a nice stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend a little more and see if you can lift your hips just a little more. Good, Betty. Inhale, release your fingers slowly. Now bring your arms out and around your ears. Let's come back to that steeple grip. So arms by the ears and then bend your legs as you use your core, pushing through your feet. Slowly on the count of 4, come all the way back to stand. Good job. And then relax your arms and let's come to a standing Shavasana. So just begin to do some shoulder rolls. So rolling your shoulders into your back pocket. A few of those. Good. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, eagle on the right. Bring your right arm under your left. Bring your palms to touch. If this is accessible, you can always reach for your thumb or a bear hug is fine. So self-love is always good. So squat slightly and lift your right leg and cross it over your left. Now you can just take a kickstand if you wish, or if you have the ability to tuck your toes behind your calf, make your top leg heavy, sink into that left heel. Tailbone is anchored down. Everybody lift your elbows, inhale. Exhale, press your palms forward and find your drishti. It's a fixed object in the room to stare and focus. Come back to your breath, so maintain your strength in your space. What does your strength look like today? What can you control today? Inhale, slowly release just your leg. Flex your foot. Let's bring it up to a 90-degree flex. Take a breath in. Exhale, eagle arm airplane pose. Bend forward as you kick your heel towards the back of the room. Fire in that thigh. Hip points are pointing down. So when I say hip points, I mean right here, face down. Really flex through that foot. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. You can stay here, find a steeple grip, or exhale, balancing stick. Everything is long and strong. Bring your arms out and around your ears. Steeple grip, you got it. Really kick that foot up, really flex through that foot. Fire in that left leg. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly transition. Take your time coming all the way back up to stand. Some days we have balance, some days we don't. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, eagle on the left. Bring your left arm under your right, palms to touch. Again, this is fine, or bear hug is just as good. Squat slightly. Lift your left leg, cross it over your right, kickstand, or if you're able to tuck your toes behind your calf. Whatever your strength is, maintain it in your space, sink into that heel. The top leg is heavy. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, press your palms forward and breathe. Sink a little lower because you can. Squeeze everything together. This is a great compression posture for your joints. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, bellies in. 2, 1. Inhale, release just your legs. Slowly transition, flex your foot. Pause, take a breath in. Exhale, eagle arm airplane pose. Draw your knee in as you kick your foot towards the back of the room. Your gaze comes down, your chest comes down. Fire in that thigh. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Stay here if you want to stand here for posture, or exhale, balancing stick. Arms out and around your ears, long, strong. Maintain your strength. Your confidence resides in your strength. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Transition slowly with your knee. and then release. Good work, team. Standing forehead to knee. Shift your weight to your left leg. Draw your right foot up. Now, this is foundation. You're welcome to stay here and work on your stability in this posture. Or if you'd like to take it a little further, exhale and release your, interlace your fingers under your foot. Make a basket with your hands. And then push your foot down, getting your hips even. And then inhale, lift your foot, flex it towards your face. Now, it's not about the lifted leg. It's about the stable leg on the left side. So focus on that leg. Now let's slowly come back to foundation. Beautiful. Kick your right foot back, reach for the inside of your right foot. Inhale, lengthen through your left arm. Feel free to stay here again. Once again, work on foundation. If this is what your strength looks like today, it's fine. Take a breath in, lengthen. Exhale, kick your foot into your hand as you come forward for a standing bow. Don't watch me. Find your drishti, your fixed object, to help you through it. If you come out of it, just go right back in it. So if you start to roll out on your foot, be mindful of where your knee is. So when I say hip points down, try to keep your hip points facing the floor, and it really helps to get your foot up. Lengthen through this left arm for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come back. Shift your weight to your right leg, and then draw your left foot up for standing forehead to knee on this side. Now, if again, feel free to stay here and work on foundation. Or exhale, interlace your fingers under your foot, make that basket, and then push your foot down, getting your hips even. And then inhale, lift your foot, flexing it towards your face. If you'd like to try the deepest expression of this posture, exhale, bring your arms around your leg. Take a breath in, and then exhale, bring your forehead to your knee. Wherever your strength is, it's good enough today for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly transition back to foundation. Pause. Good work. Kick your foot back, reach for the inside of your foot. Take a breath in, lengthen through this arm, and then exhale, standing bow. Bend forward as you kick your foot into your hand. Hip points are down, so bring your knee in line with your body. Good job. Inhale, lengthen a little more. Exhale, kick your foot. Inhale, just a little more for 3, 2, and 1. See if you can slowly transition. Be patient. Be patient. Take your time. Draw the knee in. Beautiful. Good work. Let's flow. 1 breath to 1 movement. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Draw your chin towards your chest. Maybe come up a little bit higher on your toes for this round. Maybe squeeze your inner thighs a little more. Bellies are in. Turning inward at this time of crisis is a great way to be. Now let's inhale and look up and come to a high plank pose. So Betty, if you don't mind turning on your mat. So fire into your thighs. Rest assured that your fingers are directly below your shoulders, and press into your shoulders. So activate those shoulders by rounding your back a little bit. Draw your belly in. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Now for your first down dog, maybe for today, feel free to pedal out your feet. So press through your fingers, especially your index finger and your thumb, to take the weight off your wrist. Bellies are light so that you're able to lift your hips more towards the ceiling. Your knees can be bent in this posture. That is fine too. Take a deep inhale and lift your right leg high, downward 3-legged dog. Flex through your foot. Keep your hip points down. Remember when I mentioned hip points, these 2 points should be facing the mat. Good. Feel the equanimity under both arms as you stretch. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step forward lightly. However, you can get your foot between your hands, and then maybe power up into your legs. It helps you come up easier into warrior 2. So Betty, come to warrior 2 posture. Your back foot's at 45 degrees. Your right knee is directly over your right ankle. Now alive in those fingertips. Warriors are strong everywhere, but soften your spine, relax your shoulders. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Rest your right arm on your right knee and extend your left arm overhead, but then open your heart towards the ceiling. Really reach through. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm down, right arm up, sink low. Now remember, this is a side bend rather than a back bend, so modify so that you can feel the stretch from your hip crease to your ribs. It is really hard not to touch people right now. Sink low. Good job. Then let's come to a star pose. So turn and face me. Heels in, toes out. Squeeze your glutes. There's a lot of power in your glutes. Exhale, horse pose, sink low. Now let's focus on our posture here, slowing down our breath. Shoulders are back. Good job. Now just play around with feeling the sensation of the support in the earth. See if you can lift your toes, and then see if you can lift your heels. And then let's come back down and just pulse a few. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Inhale, star. Exhale, bring your arms to a T. Rotate your feet so that they're parallel. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Lift your heart towards the sky. And then exhale, forward fold into Prasarita. Wide-legged forward fold. Now reach for your ankles. The object is to draw the crown of your head towards the mat. If you need to bend your knees a lot to do this, that is fine too. Take a cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Now let's bring our palms to the center and come up halfway lift. And then begin to walk your hands around, coming back into the front into a low lunge. Then let's inhale and let's come up to standing splits. So bring the weight to your front foot, lift the left leg up and back, walk your hands, drawing your chest towards your thigh. See if you can reach 1 or 2 arms around that standing leg, and then really kick through the left lifted leg. So feel the sensation in your glute and your hamstring. Your gaze is at the back, and hold for 3, 2, kick a little higher because you can. Good, Betty. 1, and then release your fingers to the mat. Let's come to a Shiva squat. So draw your left knee behind your right knee and squat. So either Shiva or skater. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, squat. One more good one. Lift high. Exhale, squat and pause. Now, slowly bring your hands to heart center. So flex your foot. Keep everything active. Squeeze. Press your palms together. Feel that strength. What's your strength look like today? You have the power to power through. You do. 1 breath in. Exhale. Come back to that standing split one more time. Lift. And then exhale. Step back into low lunge slightly. Pause. Take a breath. Inhale. Lift your right leg high. Downward 3-legged dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's take a rich, deep inhale through your nose. And let's just give a H-A-ha. Let's do that again. Deep, rich breath in. H-A-ha. Inhale your left leg high, downward 3-legged dog. Now flex through your foot, find that equanimity. Press through your knuckles. See if you can bring more activity into your hands. Hip points down, good. Exhale, low lunge, step through lightly. Now find some balance here as you power up into warrior 2. So your back foot's at 45 degrees. Your knee directly over your ankle, great alignment. Really alive in those fingertips. Now, can you soften your spine? Can you just stop clenching for a moment? Just relax your jaw. Where can you soften up? You can see your left toe. If not, take your left thigh out just a little bit more. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm down, reach your right arm up. Open up your chest and heart towards the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. Take a bind or just touch your back leg, but sink low. So be mindful again of the side twist, feeling your ribs lift away from your hip. Chin is lifted from your chest. Good. Take a breath in, and then a breath out. Now come back to a warrior two. And then inhale, star pose. So turn and face me. Heels in, toes out. Squeeze those glutes, power in those glutes. This is a great posture for kids. If kids are acting up at home and you want to get their attention, star pose, star pose. It works. Take a breath in. Exhale, horse pose. Sink low. Check your posture, shoulders back. Sink in, draw your tailbone down, anchor. Are you being supported by the ground? Now let's just bring our fingers to our shoulders for a moment. I want you to exhale out and go left. For some Kriya breath, inhale to the right. So here we go. Exhale, inhale, 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 and pause. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, let's rotate our feet so that they're parallel. Lift the arches of your feet so you're like on the sharp edges of your feet. Lift your gaze and your chest. Look at that beautiful sky, Betty. And then exhale, let's fold forward into Prasarita. Wide-legged forward fold. As we pause here for a couple breaths and just focusing on empowering your natural leadership. How you can regain this and how you can become better adaptive in crisis situations for yourself, for your family, for your friends. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, place your palms in the center, and then walk your hands around. Come to a low lunge, so come back to the front of your mat. And then I want you to press up into standing split. So take a breath in as you lift your back leg to standing splits. Begin to walk your hands back, drawing your chest towards your thigh. One or two hands wrapped around your standing leg and engaging the hamstring and the glute. Good. Flex the foot, kick it up. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Let's Shiva squat. So release your fingers to the mat. Squat. Draw that knee in behind your left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squat. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, squat and pause and hold. Flex that foot. Now let's bring the hands to the heart center. Press the palms together. Feel the strength in your body. Feel the strength in your mind and what you have control over at this moment. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Now release your fingers. Inhale, lift that leg for one more standing split. And then exhale lightly back to low lunge. Pause. Inhale, lift your left leg high, downward three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Move your body, move your mood. Take a breath in. Deep, rich, unanimous breath out. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do one breath to one movement, the first 4 postures. When you're ready, Betty, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, sink low. Exhale, cartwheel down, low lunge. Inhale, your right leg high, downward three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle, reach, open your heart. Inhale, reverse warrior, sink low. Exhale, cartwheel down, low lunge. Inhale, left leg high, downward three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. H-A, ha. One more time, deep breath in. H-A, ha. Now, let's see if you can come up onto your toes, look forward. See if you can hop and cross your legs and come between your hands to a seat. Yes, that's it. It seems so much harder than it is. Okay, now bring the soles of your feet together and your knees go wide for Supta Baddha Konasana crunches. Let's bring your arms out in front and slowly roll all the way onto your back. So tuck your tailbone immediately. Take your time. Try to roll down one vertebra at a time. There is a lot of strength just in rolling back into this position. And then once you're there, interlace your fingers behind your head. So the motion for this crunch is to lift your chin and your chest towards the ceiling. So it's a small crunch. I want you to exhale when you come up and inhale when you lower. Good job. Exhale up, inhale lower, up, lower. Good breath. Up, lower. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, press the soles of your feet together and lift your feet off the mat just a little bit, and then continue to crunch. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Some people like to do a crab where you actually are reaching for the center of your feet. So you become more of a crab motion. You could try that. Keep it going. Now, remember to keep your elbows wide, chin straight up. That's it. Good. For 8, 7, you got it. 6, keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold in 1, stay at the top. Let's pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Extend your arms overhead. Extend your legs out. If it's good evening, good morning, good afternoon, stretch wherever you are. Just feel present. Now begin to reach for the back of your legs and rock and roll forward and back. Just take about 3 to 5 breaths to make your way to a high plank pose. Now, plank posture, I consider the core 360. So all the way around the torso, all the way around the body. Betty's gonna come down to her forearms and interlace your fingers. So we're gonna practice a little bit of dolphin posture. This is a great warm up for handstand, or not handstands, rather, headstands and forearm stands. So Betty, begin to tiptoe your feet up so that your hips lift up and over your shoulder. So you see how good her alignment is here? Maybe bring your elbows in a little bit more on the next round and then begin to tiptoe back. Take your time and come up back up to a forearm plank. So lifting the head. Now become stiff as a board. So fire in those thighs, draw your belly in. Go down just a little bit more. That's it. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Now begin to tiptoe, coming all the way back up. As the head finds its way between the hands, the hips are coming up and over the shoulders. Now you feel like you could even bring one leg up. This is a good way to practice getting into headstand. You don't have to come all the way up. But if you would like to, just for practice sake, and maybe try the other leg at your pace. If not, it's fine. Wherever you are, wherever your strength is today, it's good enough. Okay, Betty, nice. And then begin to slowly tiptoe all the way back. Come up to a high plank pose. And then bring your legs in together and twist your palms into the mat. So like you're twisting out as you lower all the way. Twist your hands just energetically as you come all the way down, and that helps you bring your arms in close by your side. Come all the way down to your belly. Now let's interlace our fingers behind our back. So punch your knuckles down so that you widen your collarbone. For full locust pose, keep your legs together as you lift your chest and lift your legs at the same time. So come all the way up. Now take the kink out of your neck just a little bit, protect your neck bone. Betty has a gorgeous locust posture. Shortness of breath here, that's fine. Where can you find strength? Can you lift up a little bit more? For 3, 2, punch your knuckles a little bit more. 1, good. Now release to belly shavasana. Everybody just bring your right cheek to the mat and just rest your palms by your side with your palms face up. Deep breath in. Rich breath out. Deep breath in. Seal your lips. Exhale. So you can always come back to the moment with breath every time. Immediately. Every time. Inhale, bring your chin to the center of the mat. Now kick your heels towards your glutes and reach for the tops of your feet or your ankles. So for floor bow, we're gonna lift our chest as we kick our feet into our hands. Try to be mindful of your knee alignment. Try to keep your knees in line, and also mindful of the safety of your neck. Gorgeous. Now, if you can come up to the soft part of your belly, it's amazing. And just hold and see if you can kick just a little higher. What does your strength look like today? Can you be in control of this posture? 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, come to Belly Shavasana. Just bring your opposite cheek to the mat. Rest your palms face up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Tapping into the vagus nerve now and calming the nervous system. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So how are you at home? Are you in the nurturing body or are you in the anxiety body? So how can you tap into some tools that will help you sit in the fire and help you cope with the circumstances that we're given? Take another deep inhale and exhale. Now begin to come on to your knees with a tabletop position. And then just come to sit on your heels and just bring your palms face up for a moment and just close your eyes. And let's just take a moment to be in stillness. Take a breath in. H-A. One more time, deep breath in. H-A. So just give pause and some thought to how you can become more in the nurturing self for you, for your family, for your friends, rather than the anxious side. Another breath in. Exhale it out. Then begin to flutter your eyes open and just come to sit on your left sits bones. So extend your feet out in front. Flex your feet towards your face and just remove the muscle from your sits bone. Right? So that you can get a better position to sit up, because we want to hinge at the waist in this position. Try not to round your back, but more lean into it, leading with your heart. It gives a better stretch overall on the back side of the body. Inhale, lift your arms. And then exhale, lead with your heart as you start to extend. Now, when you start to feel any strain or tension, then just maybe relax your arms wherever your edge is. Find it, and then just drop your head. If your edge is not all the way down here, that's fine. Wherever you are is fine. If you need to feel a nice back stretch, feel free to bend your knees. Or if hamstring stretch is juicy for you right now, fire into your thighs and really flex your feet towards your face. I know there's a lot of sitting going on, so I'm going to recommend the deep hamstring. Everybody take a breath in. Exhale, go a little deeper. Belly's in. See if you can go a little deeper. Inhale, slowly start to make your way back up to a seat. And then let's just reach our arms in front. Immediately begin to tuck the tailbone if you need to adjust on your mat. And then use that core strength. Slowly make your way all the way onto your mat. Now bring your arms out to a T. Draw your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, let's drop our knees towards our right shoulder. So be mindful. When your legs reach the mat, then just relax. And then energetically push your left hip away from your left shoulder. And then take a gaze over your left arm. And then close your eyes if it feels good. So how do you feel? Do you feel better now than you did 30 minutes ago? Yeah, move your body, move your mood. Take another breath in, draw your belly in. See if you can twist a little more, just to help that thoracic spine, shoulders flat on the mat. Inhale, slowly bring your knees back to center. Take your time. And let's get an adjustment here. So resetting the spine, take a breath in. And then exhale, drop your knees to the left side shoulder. And then when your legs find the gravity point, then begin to turn your neck towards your right arm. energetically push your right hip away from your right shoulder. Feel that deeper stretch. Giving thought to the spring breezes and all the colors that are about to pop. How amazing that feels. And I invite you to get out in nature. And if you can't be at the dome, which we are very disappointed, but eventually we will be in full force. So see what's in front of you, go find that. It feels so good and it's grounding. Another deep breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly begin to roll your knees back to the center. And then let's just come to a happy baby pose. So reach for the inside or the outside of your feet. So wherever you are in this, press your feet into your hands so that your sacrum, your lower spine, comes to the mat. And then feel free to rock back and forth if that feels good. And just be playful for a moment. Probably a good time to act like you're at recess for a change instead of cooped up in your house or the uncertainty of what's going to happen tomorrow. And then for one final squeeze, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, come up and tuck your chin. The biggest inhale that you can, squeeze every part of your body, breath in, and then exhale for final Shavasana. Let's just let our legs and our arms go wide. If you feel grounding is needed today, I like to place my palms face down. Sometimes the uncertainty, we need some grounding. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So let's just do a body scan. So just relax your jaw and release the tongue from the roof of your mouth and focus on the space between your eyes. So your left eye, you're tapping into your vision and what you hold in your vision for yourself in the future. And the right eye, your creativity side. So what can you tap into in creativity during this time of uncertainty, time of unsteadiness and unstable? Tap into what you have control over. And then just do a body scan. So wherever you're feeling tension now, just breathe into that spot and then let it go. So there's a nice water flowing by the dome. So I invite you to just think of a waterfall or flowing water. So whatever thought comes in your head, just throw it in the water and just watch it float away. Person, words, things. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, feel it go all the way down to that low belly. Fill up that low belly, hold. 3, 2, 1. Deep exhale, let it all go. Get all the way down to that low belly, stale breath out, 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 push, push, push. Good. Come back to your normal breath. Just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just bring awareness back to the sounds in your room, which is a beautiful windy sound out here. Birds chirping, it's amazing. Slowly begin to draw your knees in towards your chest and then roll to your left side. Support your head with your arm and just come to a fetal position. And the reason I chose the left side is because it's the feminine side. And I think we all need to maybe expand in our nurturing side for ourselves, for those we love, and our community, people around us. See if you can maintain this closed eye position as you press through your hands to come up to meet me in easy pose in a seated position. And let's bring our hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale together. H-A, ha. Let's do that one more time. It feels amazing. Deep breath in. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center. So the teacher and student in me honors the ability in each and every one of you to become transparent and just to expand on the capacity of what we have in our control and what we don't, and just learn to sit in the fire. Let's bow together. Namaste. Thank you, Betty, who is a first responder. She's a nurse practitioner, but also one of our teachers in training. And I just want to thank you for what you have to sacrifice every day just to be out there to help us. So I'm really, really grateful.
I'm grateful for you doing this. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Get outside. It's beautiful.